and welcome to Sanctuary Sunday. Sanctuary! Yes, the day where I try to cover something other than war games. And today, she's got a ticket to ride. Yes, this is Ticket to Ride Amsterdam from Days of Wonder. This is a game by Alan R. Moon, and this is one of many games that are in the Ticket to Ride series. Ticket to Ride came out several years ago and is a train game, but a train game by theme. It's not what you would typically consider in the category of what a lot of people call train games, are like the 18XX games, which are highly economic and dealing with stocks and pick up deliver. This is a train theme game, which is really set collection. It's set collection and route building. And the first Ticket to Ride was the United States, and then they came out with a bunch of different countries and building train networks across those specific countries. Then they came out with expansions to a Ticket to Ride, and then they started coming out with these small box games. This is Ticket to Ride Amsterdam, and I think the first one was like Ticket to Ride New York, and there is... I think Ticket to Ride London, and heck, there might be all kinds of different ones out here. But I picked up, I have Ticket to Ride New York, played that with my girls. My family really loves Ticket to Ride. My wife, in fact, her sister liked it so much, she went out and bought it, and she doesn't really play games that much. And so Ticket to Ride is arguably the quintessential gateway game. It's a game that if you think of board games as Monopoly and Sorry and backgammon, then this is a great entree into the board game hobby, or the hobby world of board gaming. And so Ticket to Ride Amsterdam is a smaller version of the regular Ticket to Ride. Let's take a look at the back of the box here. As you can see, you've got a map there, which you're going to be building routes. You're going to be collecting these cards of different colors, and if you collect like 2 cards here, you can build this pink route, or collect 2 green cards, you build the green route, or 3 blue cards, you build that blue route, and so on. And these gray ones are, you can use any color, but they have to be the same, and there's usually some wild cards. Like this, I think, is a wild card in there. But it's going to be route building. And on the bigger maps, there's a lot more going on. There's a lot more blockage, because it's only certain routes have dual lines. And so you can get blocked on completing your route. You can go for routes for just straight up points, or sometimes there's routes that are like location. You got to go from one part of the map to the other part of the map. And if you complete that, you get those bonus points. If you don't complete it, that's usually a negative points. What this does is, this is dealing with Amsterdam, so it's going to have some rules that are kind of specific to this Amsterdam map, but it's a smaller map, so it's going to be a lot quicker to play. Learn the game in 3 minutes, play it for hours. This is for 2 to 4 players, 8+, and 10 to 15 minutes. So this is a much quicker game than the normal Ticket to Ride. And the normal Ticket to Ride doesn't take that long unless you're playing with the full complement. It could take a little bit of time, but it's a relatively easy game to get into. It's, on your turn, you either pick cards or place routes, or grab place trains on the board, or pick up new routes. And I imagine that this Ticket to Ride Amsterdam probably does some of the same stuff, but yet in a more compact manner. So if any of you have played Ticket to Ride, please feel free to chime in the comments. I'm not going to go over a full explanation of that game, because I've been playing it for years. And as I said, it is the quintessential gateway game. I mean, Catan probably was it for a while, introducing people into the hobby game and the hobby board gaming in the 90s. But this is, this Ticket to Ride is now, kind of my go-to if I want to introduce people to the hobby that really have not played Euro games or hobby games or anything like that. So here are the rules. There it is. That is the rules. So there's your setup. Here's what's in the box. Here's object of the game. Here's a game turn. Here's some example of that. Here's how do you draw a contract card. Contract cards are those routes that you're trying to complete. And then in-game and final scoring. That is it. So not very much you have to learn to play this game. Again, it's really set collection. There is the original ticket. Well, that's Ticket to Ride Europe. As I said, the original Ticket to Ride was USA. Then they came out with the Europe, and then they have Scandinavia and Africa and in India and all over the place. Here's the board. Now, this is from Days of Wonder. Days of Wonder are known for their high quality production value. The boards are very nice color mounted. The pieces here are nice little well, these look like carts of some sort here. Got these nice little plastic bits here. You got some wooden cubes. This is probably to mark your scoring on the board. And then you get your cards, which are, they're kind of small, but the original game had small cards as well. And then eventually they came out with some bigger cards. But this, to me, harkens back to the original game when I purchased it many years ago. You've got these little small cards. So these right here are your contract cards. Let's put this out here. So like you need to connect these locations, and that's the points you're going to get. So the Old Kirk and to Matoran, probably mispronounced these. I've been to Amsterdam. This one reason I picked this one up is I've been to Amsterdam on business. On business. 4 times. And so I've been all over the Dam and Oldenkirk and all over the place. Amsterdam is not necessarily a city for families. If you go to the Old Kirk, right around that, surrounding the Old Kirk in a loop is the red light district. So have fun with that. So these are all your contract cards. Then we have, these are your, let's see what we got here. Different backs here. There's like a linen finish to these cards. The cards are nice. They're small, but you're going to be playing with them a lot. I mean, they can get worn down over time. This I'm not certain. This might be specific to the rules of this game. Looks like it's some kind of allotment of collection. I need to I don't know. I got to read that up. And then these are the route cards. These are the cards you collect to place route. Those are their wild. And then you're going to have pink and blue and green and black and red and white. And you're going to be collecting those to place them on the board. So let's get to that board here and see what we can do with that. Oop, I'm dropping cards all over the place here. So here we go. And it's a single-sided because you're only going to be playing with one side here. I think some of the sets came up with double-sided boards. So as you can see here, you've got your score track around the outer side because you're going to be scoring. Oh, there, that's the score. Huh. I got to look that up. Normally, there's how many. Oh, here's the points you get for placing a route. So if you place a 4 route, like this is a 4, takes 4 of these carts or whatever you're placing, then you're going to get 7 points, and you'll just mark that immediately on the score track. If you place a 3 route, which, here's the 3 route right here, you're going to get 4 points, and if you place 1, you get 1, and so on. So you're going to score points during the games by completing sections. But your goal is to complete these routes here because you're going to get more points, potentially at the end of the game by completing. These are like, there's 5 points right there. If you complete all the way from this place right here, all the way over to this place right here. So you can go this way, or you can go this way. And if you get blocked, you might have to go this way. And that's how you play the game. I got to look these up. I'm not. That's a little bit different than what I'm used to in the basic game, and maybe they had that in New York. It's been a while since I played the New York one, but then these are all the cards you're going to be collecting over time to place everything. So on your turn, you're going to draw some of these cards, or you can place your carts or trains on the board to complete sections, or you can draw some new ones of these so you can have more options at points. Now, there's usually a pressure luck element to this game, because if you're drawing this mid to late game, you might get stuck not completing it because it's blocked, or you might not get the right colors, or someone else might finish first. And so that's part of the strategy of the game as well. So anyway, this is what you get in a box of Ticket to Ride Amsterdam. If you have not played Ticket to Ride, I do not know where you have been, but it is time that you do that. And these smaller versions of it, the New York and London and Amsterdam, are a really nice way to get into it, because there's a smaller board. They play much faster than the regular game. And if you like this, you're going to really like the regular game, and then all the other offerings and expansions that come out with that. Anyway, that's what I have for you today on this Sanctuary Sunday. Thank you so much for stopping by. Take care. Thanks for watching.